Ladies and gentlemen, good day and welcome to Q3 and 9M FY26 results conference call of Captain Polyplast Ltd. As a reminder, all participants' lines will be in the listen-only mode, and there will be an opportunity for you to ask questions after the presentation concludes. Should you need assistance during the conference call, please signal an operator by pressing star then zero on your touch-tone phone. Please note that this conference is being recorded. I now hand the conference over to Mr. Ronak. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you. On behalf of KN Advisors, I welcome you all to the conference call of Captain Polyplast Ltd. From the management team, we have Mr. Ritesh Kacharia, full-time director. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Ronak. Good afternoon, everyone, and I welcome you all to Captain Polyplast Ltd's earnings call for the Q3 FY26. I'm very pleased to share that we achieved our highest quarterly revenue and operating profit in company's history during this quarter. Let me dive into the financial highlights for this quarter. So the company delivered its best ever performance with total income rising to 127 crores compared to 91 crores in Q3 FY25, which is a year-on-year growth of 40%. This growth was supported by good volume growth in both our MIS business and solar EPC business. The EBITDA during the quarter increased by 35% year-on-year to rupees 16.13 crores, and the EBITDA margin stood at 12.68%. The net profit for the quarter was rupees 9.47 crores, which was a growth of 41% year-on-year with an EPS of rupees 1.59. Now, if we talk about the 9 months for FY26, our total income has risen to rupees 278 crores compared to rupees 211 crores in Q3 FY26, which was a year-on-year growth of 32%. The EBITDA for 9 months has increased by 26% to rupees 32.15 crores, and the margin has been 11.58%. The net profit for 9 months is rupees 18 crores with an EPS of 3.02. So this is the financial summary for the quarter and the 9 months which has just ended on December 2025. Now I'll just share some of the operational highlights for both our solar EPC segment and the micro irrigation segment. If we look ahead, then we can say that right now the company is entering a strong acceleration phase, which is underpinned by multiple order wins in the solar EPC segment. If we see during the quarter 3, our focus has been strongly on enhancing execution intensity in solar water pumps while driving consistent progress across our core MIS business. During the quarter, we have significantly increased our scale in solar pumps business by securing 2 orders totaling 1,300 pumps with an aggregate order value of 35.86 crores. Swift and disciplined execution of these orders remains a key strategic priority, and this will position us for repeat wins and sustained order inflows. We see a substantial runway for growth in the solar pump segment and are aggressively pursuing empanelment across additional states apart from Maharashtra and Gujarat, where we are already working. So for PM Kusum, if we see this current budget, the government has continued the allocation of rupees 5,000 crores, and we are very confident that in the coming quarters we will be able to expand our presence for solar pumps in other markets as well, similar to our micro irrigation business. Parallelly, in the solar EPC, we are also expanding our presence in the rooftop business, where we are targeting the business which is coming from PM Surya Ghar Yojana. Now let me turn to the MIS business. The micro irrigation business, which remains the core of our business and continues to contribute the majority of the revenue. We are firmly positioned among the leading micro irrigation players, not just in India but globally as well, which is driven by our uncompromising focus on product quality, system reliability, and continuous technology advancement. In the micro irrigation segment as well, the government has continued supporting this initiative under per drop, more crop by continued budgetary support in the current budget as well. So the operating environment for both the businesses is very supportive. The Government of India continues to drive rapid adoption of both micro irrigation and solar pumps under its Per Drop More Crop initiative and PM Kusum project respectively. Also, the government has recently announced the reduction in GST from 12% to 5% on both micro irrigation and the solar products. So this further improves the affordability of our products, and hence we also see that there will be a demand improvement in both the segments going forward. So we can say that with strong policy tailwinds and also expansion in our manufacturing capabilities, we are very confident that our growth will continue to accelerate from here, and we'll be able to deepen our leadership in micro irrigation segment and solidify our position in the solar EPC business. That is all from my side. I once again thank you all for joining today during this conference call, and now I'll be happy to take your questions.
Thank you very much. So we'll now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and one on their touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and two. Participants are requested to use handset while asking a question. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. A reminder to all the participants that you may press star and one to ask a question. A reminder to all the participants that you may press star and one to ask a question. The first question comes from the line of Vidhi Purohit from HNI. Please go ahead. Miss Vidhi?
Yes. Hi. So my question is, if you could also give us some color on how you are thinking about growth over the next 2 or 3 years in terms of broad number of overall business, that would be helpful.
Sure. So if we see our business mix as of FY25, majority of our revenues came from the micro irrigation segment. So for FY25, 90% of our revenue came from the micro irrigation segment and 10% was from the solar EPC segment. So how we are looking at growth for both the segments is, in micro irrigation segment, we already have an existing presence, and there we are targeting a growth of 25% over next 3 years. So there we already have a strong presence with across 17 states, and the growth will primarily come from volume by gaining market share in the existing geographies. In the solar EPC segment, we are targeting aggressive growth by scaling up our solar pumps business. So we are targeting, after 3 years, the mix of business will be 50-50. Right now, what the business mix, which is at 90-10, that mix would come to 50-50 over the next 3 years. So for that to happen, there will be a significantly faster growth trajectory for the solar EPC segment, which will be driven primarily by solar pumps segment.
Okay, and what is the current capacity across different segments and where utilization stands today?
So all our manufacturing capacity is only targeted for micro irrigation segment. For micro irrigation, right now we have 2 existing plants. One is at Rajkot in Gujarat and other is at Kurnool in Andhra Pradesh. So with this existing 2 plants, we can comfortably achieve a revenue of 400 crores for the micro irrigation business alone. Also, right now we are in process of setting up a new plant at Ahmedabad, which should come up, which should come online during this quarter. So that plant will have certain capacity for components which are outsourced right now, and also there will be capacity for further expansion there as per requirement for micro irrigation business. For the solar EPC business, since we are a EPC or in a system integrator, we do not require our own manufacturing capacity. We for all the important components like solar modules and the pump motor sets, we depend on our vendors who have a sizable manufacturing capacity at present.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Nivedita Jain, from an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yes, sir.
So, my question is new Ahmedabad unit operational?
It is not operational right now. It is almost on the verge of completion of setup. So we are expecting that it would be operational in the next month.
Okay, so what kind of products and margin profile of these, additional revenues from this plant, and by when can it be ramped up?
So for this plant, in the first phase, we are primarily targeting various accessories which are used in micro irrigation, like valves, fittings, and other components, which form around 5 to 10% of the value of a micro irrigation system. So at present, majority of these components are outsourced by us. So we are targeting to add capacity for these products in this new plant. So in first year, the incremental revenue contribution would not be significant, but since we would be manufacturing these components in-house, which are usually high margin products, we'll see an improvement in operating margin for the micro irrigation business. So within 1 to 2 years, we are expecting a margin improvement of around 1.5% for the micro irrigation business because of the new product capacity that will be setting up at the Ahmedabad plant.
Okay, so sir, when can we expect full utilization of capacities for Ahmedabad unit?
So it would be in FY28. So 2 years from here, we will see. So once the production starts in next month, we'll see first full year in FY27, and we are expecting full utilization to be achieved by FY28.
Okay, sir, I just have one last question. In this quarter, how many pumps have we executed, and in comparison to the previous quarter, and in comparison to the previous year, same quarter, can I have the figures?
So if we talk about our solar pumps business, we have just started this segment from September onwards. All of our order wins have been from September onwards only. So we do not have a year-on-year comparison because the last year there was no solar pumps business, right? So far, if you see, we have almost 1,500 plus order wins, out of which almost as on date 60% of the work is executed, and the balance would be executed in this quarter.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Mahesh Seth from VY Capital. Please go ahead. Mr. Mahesh, are you there?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can. Please proceed with your question.
Yeah, so I wanted to know,
Mr. Mahesh, can you speak loudly?
Yeah. I wanted to know, what are our current order book in EPC, and what is the percentage contribution from EPC to total revenue? And, currently, yeah. Hello.
Yeah, so for the solar EPC segment, there are basically two components. One is solar pumps, solar water pumps, which is the segment which we just started this year. In that, as on date, we have a total order wins of 1,500, out of which, as I said already, 60% is already executed. Also, there is further new orders expected in the coming months in that segment. The other component, which is the solar rooftop segment, in that segment there is a very fast churn. So there is no sizable order book per se, because it is a retail business where execution timeline is less than 1 week. So we do not have a order book for the rooftop segment. It is on an accrual basis. Business accrues every month and every quarter and gets executed in a very short time.
Okay, got it. And how do you measure the performance of micro irrigation system? Is it in terms of minimizing uses of water?
So, when we provide micro irrigation solution to a farmer, it depends on the need of the farmer, right? We design each and every system as per their requirement, based on the crop which they are going to grow, based on the land, which type of soil and type of water source they have. So the requirement of the farmer also varies. In some cases, they use the system because they have water scarcity. In some cases, they use it because they have limited water, which is not sufficient for covering the entire land. So in that case, they are able to increase their growing area by adopting a micro irrigation system. Also, in many of the crops, like cotton, chili, tomato, and many other fruits and vegetables, the yield which the farmer gets in a micro irrigation system compared to flood irrigation is much higher. So, and that yield increase will also depend on the area where the farmer is. So there are multiple benefits, and there are multiple studies which have been done to identify what is the advantage for each of those parameters.
Okay, got it. And what are the KPIs in this, and how does it compare to our competitors, like for example Jain Irrigation or any other company?
So there are no standard KPIs, because, as I mentioned, the system is designed for each and every farmer's requirement. And any two neighboring farmers can also not have a similar kind of setup. There will always be some differences in each and every system. When we talk about the market perception, this is not a simple product sale. This is a product plus service sale. We don't only provide the product to the farmer, we give an end-to-end solution. We first visit their field to design a system, to take a survey of their field. After we supply the system, we also do the installation, and after installation, we also provide them post-sale services. Technical services are provided to the farmer. Right. So for any farmer, the perception of our product will depend on both the type of product which we are giving and the service which we are giving. So when we say that our product, in comparison to our competitors, whether it is the competitor which you mentioned or even some of the other peers, the quality of product which we are providing, it is actually at par or better than them, because the heart of the product is drip lines. For that, we have imported the manufacturing technology from Israel, which ensures that we are able to provide drip lines which are of one of the best quality in the world. Apart from that, the other part, which is service, we have an extensive network across India to ensure that we are able to provide good service to the farmer. So in combination of both of these, we are able to place ourselves comfortably in a competitive market.
Okay, got it. Thank you for answering.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Sakshi Shinde from Shah Consultancy Limited. Please go ahead.
Hello?
Miss Sakshi, are you there?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, I want you to speak louder. Your voice is very low.
Okay. So my first question is, what is our CapEx plan for next 2 years?
As I mentioned that we have already undertaken capex for a new plant at Ahmedabad since last 2 years. The expected capex amount for this plant is 10 crores. So almost 50% of it is already incurred, and the 50% of the balance 50% would be incurred in the current quarter. Apart from that, going forward, there is no sizable capex planned at the moment.
Okay. And what margins can we expect for FY27?
So the margin now depends on the mix of two segments. Generally, the margin which we are seeing on micro irrigation system and solar water pump, they are almost at an equal, same level. Whereas if we see solar rooftop, the margins are slightly lower because it is a retail business. So we are expecting that the margins which we have seen in the current quarter, we will be able to sustain that in the coming quarters as well.
Okay. And my last question is, what is our vision for the company in next 5 years?
As I already mentioned, that we are targeting aggressive growth for both the segments. For the micro irrigation business, we are targeting a growth of 25% for the next 3 years, 25% CAGR growth. And we are targeting to change the business mix towards solar pumps, solar EPC segment. So we are expecting that our business mix will be 50% from micro irrigation and 50% from solar EPC in after 3 years. So that is the target which we have set right now.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question comes from the line of Pooja Mishra from JK Capital. Please go ahead.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Hello, sir. So my first question is there any margin pressure or competitive pressure in solar EPC? Hello.
So yes, in solar EPC, as I said, that we are operating in two segments. In solar pumps, the margins depend on the prices which are discovered in the tender. So there are multiple tenders which we participate, and in each tender the margins vary based on the prices which are discovered. But generally, because it is a tender-driven business, the margins are comparatively higher in the solar pumps business. Whereas the other segment which we have, which is solar rooftop, where we are installing systems on the houses of consumers, systems which range from 3 kilowatt to 10 kilowatt. This market is a highly competitive market, and there because there are multiple vendors in each of the geographies, the margins are relatively lower. Generally, for the rooftop segment, the operating margins are in high single digits. So if you compare both the segments, solar water pumps, the margins are higher, whereas in the solar rooftop, the market is competitive, and obviously because of that, the margins remain under pressure.
Okay. As a large number of players are expanding in this segment, so what are the demand supply dynamics in solar?
Right. So in solar, there are multiple segments. We are not, there is large utility scale projects as well. So right now we are not present in that segment. So I'll not be able to comment on that. the segments where we are operating, right? One is solar pump. So this segment, it is being promoted by the government of India under PM Kusum project, right? So because of the strong thrust from the government, there is increasing demand, and we are expecting that it will continue in the next year as well. The budget for PM Kusum has been kept at the similar level. And also for the rooftop business, there is continued support under PM Suryagar project as well. So for these two segments where we are operating, we see that the demand will continue to increase in the next year as well.
Okay, that's it from my side. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants that you may press star and 1 to ask a question. The next question comes from the line of Arvind Singh from Oakline Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, sir. So, sir, I have a question regarding Kusum. So, I'm reading some reports where there is some indication that Kusum itself might get extended because they are running behind their targets for both B and C components. So, sir, in that, if that's the scenario, if they get extended next year, Kusum 2 gets further delayed. So, what becomes the growth outlook for the subsequent years?
So, the project is going to continue. If you see the budget for this year as well, the government has continued allocation for this project. If we talk about the timeline for the budget which was announced for this year, that will get completed on March 31st. But for the next financial year, there is already the committed budget, and hence the project will continue. So now it is not a question of PM Kusum 1 and PM Kusum 2. This is in a sense a continuous ongoing project.
Okay. And sir, what are our current order book in EPC, and what is the percentage contribution from EPC to total revenues?
Right. As I mentioned that for the solar pumps, we have total win of 1,500 pumps. We have already executed some of them, and balance we are expecting that it will be executed during this quarter. So right now that is the order which we have. On the rooftop segment, as I mentioned, that is a fast churn business. So we do not keep a track of order book per se for that segment. The last year, entire solar EPC vertical was 10% of our total revenue. Once this year completes, we'll again update the number for FY26.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much. I'll just join back in the queue.
Thank you. A reminder to all the participants that you may press star and 1 to ask a question. A reminder to all the participants that you may press star and 1 to ask a question. A reminder to all the participants that you may press star and 1 to ask a question. A reminder to all the participants that you may press star and 1 to ask a question. A reminder to all the participants that you may press star and one to ask a question.
Ma'am, if there are no further questions, I think we can conclude the call.
Ladies and gentlemen, as there are no further questions, I would now like to hand the conference over to Mr. Ronak for closing remarks.
Thank you for attending the call of Captain Polyplast Limited. Should you have any queries, you can email us at research@kirinadvisors.com. Thank you, Ritesh sir. Thank you all.
Thank you.
On
everyone.
behalf of Kirin Advisors Private Limited, that concludes this conference. Thank you for joining us, and you may now disconnect your lines.